Smarter big, let's get it. I was flat as a board, in the mirror stare. Dreamed of curves that turn heads, make them stop and glare. Saved up stacks for the doc, went from tiny to EE. Now I'm flaunting these twins, feeling wild and free.
Emotional rush, confidence on high. But fools judge hard, say it's all a lie. Psychological flip, I'm loving the glow. But danger lurks if they flop, oh no!
We pump it up, from small to grand size. Bags of boobs, we all chase the prize. Swagger hits hard, but the haters don't quit. We pump it up, and we own that shit.
Started with panties, small bags in the game. Frustrated as hell, market's driving me insane. Accumulate slow, turn crumbs into cake. Now my wallet's busting, make the doubters quake.
Own that shit. Emotional high, pride swelling my chest. But folks call it foolish, say I'm obsessed. Psychological trap, I'm addicted to the win. But market's a beast, 50-50 spin. We pump it up, from small to grand size. Bags of boobs, we all chase the prize. Swagger hits hard, but the haters don't quit. We pump it up, and we own that shit. Show 'em off proud, but the stares feel weird. Danger in the glow, what I always feared.
Flaunt that wealth, but the crash could bite. 50-50 gamble, day or night.
Emotional roller, psychological game. We chase the increase, but it's never the same. We pump it up, from small to grand size. Bags of boobs, we all chase the prize. Swagger hits hard, but the haters don't quit. We pump it up, and we own that shit. Smarter big done. Smarter big done. Smarter big done. Smarter big egg done.
Yo, chase the jugs in the jingle. Here we go.
He's on the brain.
Chasing boobs at the bar, tripping over my shoes. Crypto charts got me yelling, I'm rich, lose the blues. Spill my beer, ogle in the rack, face plant on the floor. But I dip, thought I'd retire, now I'm broke to the core. Good haul, traded pajamas for a Lambo dream. Good bounce, booms, jiggle, I'm lost in the steam. But the market dumps while it screams, cha-ching, gone. Fake pair to flakes with a boing, I'm done. Chase them jugs and jackpots, brains out the door. Pump that cash in cleavage, drooling on the floor. Stumble like a clown, laughing at my flop. Chase them jugs and jackpots, can't make it stop. Stack that dough and stare, riding hype while ride. Cocky as a peacock, eagles my guide. Chase them jugs and jackpots, falling in a heap. Risky laughs, erupt, what a hilarious leap. Hustling trades with a pizza box, genius on the couch, boob gazing at the gym. Slipped into a slouch, good score. Flipped a Dogecoin for a steak feast. Good peek, caught a glimpse. Tripped over a beast, bad crash, market tanks. I'm eating ramen tears, bad stare. Bouncer boots me out, deaf to my cheers. Think I'm a wizard, bragging about my flair. Trip over my ego, landed in air. Chase them jugs and jackpots, brains out the door. Pump that cash in cleavage, drooling on the floor. Stumble like a clown, laughing at my flop. Chase them jugs and jackpots, can't make it stop. Stack that dough and stare, riding hype while ride. Cocky as a peacock, eagles my guide. Chase them jugs and jackpots, falling in a heap. Risky laughs erupt, what a hilarious leap. Market burps, coins vanish with a ding. Boob sag, hear that boing spring. Delusions my dance, risks my jest. Rolling with the giggles, a comical quest.
chase them jugs and jackpots, brains out the door.
Check the charts, Google the rack.
Viral hoots were the laughing pack.
Boobs and crypto haters take a smack.
You rolling high like a bull runs by. Crypto smooth talker, got me liking the hype. First wave hits, you're all sweet talking charm. Second roll comes, I'm falling for your arm.
Third push feels right, riding that wave. Then you bounce out quick, leaving me in a cave.
I slide in shy, tryna play your game. Baiting up goals, you shut me down a sane.
First swipe's a miss, you pass me by. Second try's dead, just a cold goodbye. Third shot stings, I'm out of the loop. Then you hit me back, giving me that boost.
We ride the humps, then you drop me low. 3 highs to a crash, that's how it goes. I crawl through dumps, then you lift me up. 3 lows to a rise, filling my cup. Hearts flip like crypto moves, wild and free. In this dark love game, it's you and me.
The way you shift.
You tease me on those early waves roll. I'm checking signals, but you steal my soul.
I chase your tears, tryna read the signs. Overthinking trades, losing track of lines.
We're caught in this dance, a risky play. Humps and dumps, night turns to day. We ride the humps, then you drop me low. 3 highs to a crash, that's how it goes. I crawl through dumps, then you lift me up. 3 lows to a rise, filling my cup, my cup. Hearts flip like crypto moves, wild and free. In this dark love game, it's you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the point of our show. Before we begin,
Live, ride.
where it is time for a ceremony involving
Baby, I'm a digital dream.
a cowbell.
Bitcoin's glowing in the
Just string the damn thing.
No bank can hold this fire we ignite.
Mine.
Decentralized, we're burning
Ding-a-ling.
through the night. Your touch is like a blockchain, so secure. Every move you make, I'm wanting more.
6 second people hanging out. We're ready to start up. As soon as we can get Sean to push that button, we'll be right there.
Yeah.
Slide into my wallet, let's make it quick. You're the peer, how's a cryptographic? You're my private key, unlock my soul. With every coin, you're taking full control. Bitcoin, you're so sexy.
Are you still waiting on me?
Everybody's waiting on you, Sean.
I gotta pee really bad.
There's a bathroom on the way into the studio that's there for your convenience before the show begins, Sean.
Across the borders, baby, no one's in our way.
I guess I'll just use your coffee cup again then.
We're spending
Oh, for the love of God.
no fees can slow this passion that we send.
Mama always said playing shitty patterns always gets shitty results, and Mama was right.
Well, we got a lot of things going on there, don't we? Okay. Wow. Hey, welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. My name is, well, I guess I'm Road Dogg. We're looking at altcoins right behind us here, and we can see on the daily, not too much going on. Maybe 1%, maybe 1.5%. Hey, we'll take it though, right? That's better than giving it back up again, right? On the hourly, how are we looking? Yeah. Showing a little life out of altcoins. Not much. Now, it does look like we might be getting a pullback. I'm on the 15-minute time frame here at the Bitcoin, and we seem to be breaking our channel idea here. Now, if the measure move were to work out, that would take us back down toward this little Fibonacci area I've got near about 109,900-ish. Let's make sure that that is still making sense for us. Things may have changed here, or she may have been pulled from somewhere else. We're going to tune her in here. We've got a 618 coming in right here at this area where this was where we were making our bottom. Some people might have seen some kind of head and shoulders or something, a little area here. Broke out, retested it. We can be coming back down to that we could catch there. We could also just catch right here, and that would technically make a higher high. That would be technically our 0.5. Let me put my line up there. Let's entertain these first before we start getting in down here. But let's see, do we have anything? Let's see what we can do over here first. We are also here on this 15-minute time frame. We're catching on this 360 moving average too, so we're finding some temporary support there. And if we bounce from there, I'm starting to look at these bigger moving averages around the 800 and 600 that we can range between there. While these little guys try to figure things out. The little guys meaning the 5 moving averages that I normally use, 200, which were below. That's kind of bearish. 100 still above it, 50 is above it. All of them are still, we could still come back up here. So what we could be doing is coming back up for a bearish retest, and that means we keep looking for those bearish retests because we're in apparently a downward trend. We don't want to admit it, but that seems to be what we are in. So maybe we can come back up to about 112.3. And it'd be great if we can get back. Of course, it's always great if we can get back in recovery areas, man. If we can get past or above this red line or white line or any of the lines I got drawn here, even if I were to give them, I'll even give you this. Do that. I would love to see that, but reality with the bearish trend that we're starting to get into might be just coming up here and rolling over. So don't always see it just drop straight, just going on forever. That's what's in our hearts and in our minds that makes us want to sell whenever things just start dropping all of a sudden. But if you can hold your breath, and if you don't have liquidation points approaching real soon or something, take a breather, and you get a little bit of a bounce usually. That's just what we've come to learn to train ourselves to do, because doing anything in the moment when all the emotions are going and the prices are dropping usually always turns out to be the wrong damn thing to do. And as soon as you can come to terms with that and just hold on a little longer, baby. You've been holding on for so long where everybody else already bailed out anyway. What's it going to hurt just to hold on a little more and see what you can get there? See if we can get a higher high here, get a rollover, and we're still in this. And technically, I mean, if we ignore this line here, like a lot of people do, we're still on a local pattern that could break up 78%. Chance to break that. It's got to do a few things, like ideally make a partial decline. That means it's kind of level out here, so it may come up and come back down, and then do that. So we got several things to be doing here with Bitcoin as she tries to figure out what's going on. Tomorrow we're going to be having some news, so I wouldn't expect too much until right before, a few hours before, like maybe starting around 6 in the morning, whenever England and Great Britain starts coming in, because they like to start messing things up. But I think we got some kind of another Fed announcement or whatever. I just don't, I mean, market maker field day is what it is. Market makers come and try to flush people out both ways. We're going to take a look at the liquidation map. That'd probably be kind of cool to do. I like to put her on 12 hours. Feel like it's a little bit more recent. And as far as the liquidity heat maps and all that goes, there is quite a bit. There's some up here. I'm not going to say quite a bit, but there's some liquidity. There's some orders that can be taken, some money that can be taken out of the market up here at 113.3. And then, of course, we've always got some down a little lower, it seems, 111. And the 110.6 area there. No telling what they will do. They like to keep us guessing on our toes so that we make mistakes and do the wrong things. That's how this game is kind of designed to work, it seems. Here on our indices, taking a look at total 3 over here, which is basically the health of our altcoins. Not too shabby. Don't have a good solid, well, I guess we do. I guess it's forming there. Yeah, we got touches there. That confirms. So we got a trend line that we're respecting here and getting some green candles. This is a 4-hour chart, not the daily. And we're basically in a channel, but we're making higher lows, right? And hopefully higher highs. And we got to come out and take this guy at 1.09 trillion. So for the next few days, and it is, I believe today is Thursday. So we're starting to go into the weekend. That's the only scary thing. And it's been kind of a blah week. Not exciting. But we know enough to know that whatever they do on Thursday and Friday, they try to get people to chase, setting us up for whatever they're going to do on the weekend. And we're along for a ride. I'm usually at this point in the game, especially with altcoins, I'm not trying to chase. I'm just trying to take profits because what goes up does come down. And then, of course, we got our Bitcoin dominance. It's doing all right, as is back here between the alien and the banana over here. She has not got any kind of breakout. She might continue to go sideways or up, but we got some resistance ahead, so we might go sideways and then continue down. Closer we come to 55%, oh, well, the better I'll be. I need to change this. I kind of got this, I'm kind of wording this backward. Technically your altcoin would confirm at the 50% mark. I just gotta look. Altcoin, I can say altcoin season is on, because this would be my first area to start really getting, it'll confirm here for me. I'd be saying, okay, we're probably close enough for altcoin season. But down here at this 50% area right here, whoa, what happened there? Don't miss. Oh, did I do that? Yeah, boomer moment right here. Okay, we're back. Okay. This 50% area, when we get there or lower, I mean, I'll have to admit, hey man, this is definitely altcoin season. But as long as Bitcoin dominance keeps coming down, that does give us a chance to have more money going into these altcoins. The Tether dominance is starting to go up, and now I'm not sure how good of an indicator that is going to be. I know a lot of people look at that, and the take on any of the dominance things is when we're down here at a low. Can we get to a bigger time frame? I mean, we're near bottoms anyway, and when we start coming up here, it's usually when it's over, right? The money's coming back into Tether and the stable coin. I've got USDC dominance and Tether dominance together here on the daily. And we were hoping to come down here. Now, coming down here could be a good indication of when to sell. And because that's usually when we turn around and then markets start crashing again. But I've been wondering, and I don't think I've got a good enough answer on this to satisfy me, but like there's another $1 billion that was just printed in Tether. That's got to make the Tether dominance go up, right? I would think that all the new money coming in, and maybe I got to do some more research on that to really get a solid answer, but it just looks to me like more fresh money coming in from the outside world as M2 money was starting to be printed. But this would just kind of normally increase the dominance of Tether would actually increase, or stablecoins would increase as well. So I don't know that is as, I don't know if that's as solid of an indicator as some people are thinking. But regardless, the Bitcoin dominance still remains a good indicator. And like I said, closest, no, let's change. I got to change my things here. I don't want to be misleading here. Altcoin season is on. And this would be my confirmation. Altcoin season confirmed. All right, so you can see right now that we are finding support here on our Bitcoin dominance, which couldn't let Bitcoin dominance to come up over the weekend, making altcoins not all that happy. Might make Bitcoin bounce on the week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we got some support at the old Lucy line here. That's our little devil girl right there. And, you know, you might get something off of that. These moving averages are still in a bullish formation, and I just see them as being tested. I have still not. That's why I'm slow to call altcoin season. We're seeing the beginning stages that we need. Money rolling over into Ethereum and slowly starting to come over into our bigger altcoins. When Bitcoin is dropping, they're not dropping as much like they normally do. We're seeing the shift into altcoin season, but it's also the same thing. It's just in rally phase right now, and that may be as deep as it gets. And I think I'm one of the few people kind of trying to reinforce that thought instead of expecting a full-blown altcoin season. They're all going to the moon. I think if you get that in your head, there's a possibility that, you know, you could be expecting it to keep going up when you need to be taking profits and taking advantage of that time. It's easy for it to happen. So it happens a lot. Probably happened to you before. It happens to me a lot. I mean, you get excited, it can still go up. It's not going up anymore. I should have showed up there. Why didn't I sell up there? Oh my God. We just gave everything back. What the hell? Why am I in crypto? You suck, Road Dog. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. So, you know, when things are up, it's good for us to get in those habits, and it's hard sometimes to take that profit. I find it hard to take profit sometimes or take enough. I do. I struggle with that. We've got our chicory coffee in, so I have no caffeine to keep me up all night tonight. But tonight's stream is brought to you by Good Ass Coffee. Let me come over and say hello quickly to some people. We went over Bitcoin just briefly. We'll take another quick look at Bitcoin, and then we'll start getting into some of these altcoins. And I know Gator Squatch is very excited about the one that he mentioned last night. It was hard for us to find, but we finally found it. But he's saying it did 200%. We'll take a look at that, and then he's got another gem pick that he's got out there, and we'll take a look at that too. But first, let me come over and say howdy. I forgot how to do it. Oh, yeah. Pull it down here. Hey, Gator Squatch, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Last night, Jim, D-Sal, up 200%. Tonight's Jim is Encino. We'll take a look at that and find out more about it. Melis Williams says, I feel loved again. You're loved, Melis. You're loved. Let me scroll back up here and say hello to who was here first, and it was Gator Squatch. You get clappy hands again, Gator. You're number one. Hey, I bought this little thing, and I mean, when I say little, I mean little. I don't know if you guys can see it. This just came in the mail today. This is kind of, you probably can't see it. It's this little box, but it has no battery in it, so it's got to be hooked up to power. But it does run wireless. But it gives me the price of Bitcoin and some other coins it can scroll through. It actually does a lot of stuff. I think it does weather, time, pictures, and some other stuff. It was about, I don't know, somewhere in $30, $35 on Amazon. It's a lot smaller than I thought. I really would like a big display. Well, not big, about the size of an emergency sign in the theater or high school or whatever. You remember those little exit signs over above the door, something about that size that would have the price of Bitcoin on it. And I think that would be cool. I just hadn't found anything that I'm willing to pay for. I don't want to pay $500 or $300 for one, but kind of cool. Just a little, did I mess you up? But anyway, I keep it where I can. The idea was to get it so I can always see what Bitcoin price is. I guess I'll take it upstairs. It's telling me Ethereum right now. I just thought that was cool. I thought I'd share it. And we got say hello, continuous saying hello to everybody. Got Dowdy C. Glad to have you here, my man. Good to see you all. Baba Yaz. 22 people hanging out tonight. Some of you guys are lurkers, and that's fine, because when I go on YouTube, I'm often a lurker myself. Ryan K, good to have you. But if you are lurking, you still got thumbs.
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Put those thumbs to get used. That would help this channel grow a little bit. This is what they say anyway. I don't know. It's been a slow growth for the past 3 years, if you ask me. I just don't think everybody likes turkeys with the charts. Anyway, I don't think I missed it. Bullish on Parade. Good to see ya. I think I've said Glittering Marshmallow, 1981. You can't be late to a late night stream, baby. You just can't do it. I've tried. And we got Joe from Trade Intuition. Another super chat.
Baller alert. Make it rain.
I'm trying to learn how to use that thing. Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. Go give him a like. Give him a subscribe if you're not following him already, but he streams, puts out videos about how to trade this market. You need all the information that you can get at this time in the market from reputable sources. Joe is one such of those sources. And okay, I think we said hello to everyone. And Reese John, it's super turkey time, man. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate all the super chats. If you have it and you feel blessed to do it, I'm very blessed to receive it. It helps pay those YouTube bills and subscription fees for doing all these little graphics and stuff. For some reason, they like to charge us $15 a month for every little service that we use here. And you would think, if channel grows quick, it balances out. But when channel don't grow quick, man, help is appreciated. I do appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at a few little things real quick. Of course, first is going to be Bitcoin, just a little bit of a deeper dive. We looked at the small time frame. Oh my God, are we here? We're on the ones with the GAN fans. This is a chart with the GAN fans. We're still holding above that level there. I want to get to a different chart though. Preferably one that I'm not marked up to gosh darn much. So this is the daily. Just to sum it up, lost a trend line, trying to figure out where we're going to stop at. Lost a 50 moving average on the daily. Don't really like doing that too much. That means, hey man, trend changing, something happening here. Not only that, we confirmed a double top scenario, Ronnie. So that's kind of not awesome. Not what you want to see in the middle of the bull market. You're like, well, is at the top? You mean we're not going to 200,000? I mean, I don't know. She had a higher high, but she gave us a lower low, and that's just crazy talk in my book. They're trying to play some games with us. 200 moving average down here on 100,000. And we know from previous markets that a 30% drop is not unusual for Bitcoin. And when it comes up to 124,000, a 30% drop could take you all the way down to about 88,000. 20% drop would take us right around to 100,000. Excuse me. It is quite likely that we may be on a slow burn down there. And we've been talking about that possibility, but not really wanting to really see it come in fruition. But we've been following the bigger things. Now other people are starting to turn on to it and notice it, and you're starting to see more of the bear sentiment come. But been watching this for a couple of weeks, just hoping we would get a little flush up. I mean, you can either react or hope, and I did the hoping instead. I did some reacting on my altcoins, so that was good. But altcoins aren't the ones that's falling. It's Bitcoin's the one that's falling. I mean, altcoins are falling a little bit, but when this happens, that does signal that there's some downside for Bitcoin coming, whether we like it or not. And that can still fit in with our narrative going into October, going through. We spend a few weeks on the downtrend until we catch some traction, and then we start going the other way. Ichimoku cloud's all for us, but we could be coming down here. First area of interest, of course, is going to be around 105,000. That's where we have a beautiful Fibonacci area waiting for us there, and also a 21 moving average. And those on the weekly time frame are excellent places to bounce. So all we can do is wait and see. But this would be some times to start looking for shorting Bitcoin, because if you're trying to long it, and I'm still trying to long it like an idiot, just like, oh man, you're not going to get back up where I can make this work out, are you? She's like, it just gets me right there, and then she goes. But so when we come back up to these highs and things like that, I'll be entertaining the idea of maybe taking out some small shorts. And it's good to get some short practice in for that bear market that's going to come, because when it comes, the bear market is like a reverse bull market if you got the right mentality for it. If you look at it that way, then you just flip your charts up. It's like, and actually do it, but it's like flipping your charts upside down, and all those bottom areas that we're hitting suddenly look like tops. And you play the short button instead of the buy button with some low leverage, and we start making money on the way down. That's the game plan anyway. So here on the 6 minute, we're testing the 800 moving average. Will it hold or will it fall? She can fall through there, but what I do like about what I'm seeing that's going on in these smaller time frames, it's giving me some hope that we might still be working our way up to, maybe 116, 117. I've still got my fingers crossed for that. Hoping maybe they can do that over these next few days or something. Maybe tomorrow we'll start doing it after the news, if we get decent news. But right now these moving averages are crossing bullish, right? They've actually crossed bullish. We've got the flippening of the little moving average band here on the small time frame. It starts on the small ones. It started on the 1 minute and gives it and takes it. It's trying to do the opposite right here on the 1 minute. See how that works? But the more this kind of creeps up, and you see that start happening on the bigger time frames, and then we finally work up to where we got it happen on the 4 hour, which that happened a long time ago. Look what happened when it did it on the 4 hour, when they started flipping it down here. We got on a nice big trend, right? When they started flipping and everything started coming from the south side, coming to the north side of these bigger moving averages, that was pretty good. Well, that's what we're starting to see down here on some of these smaller time frames. And I think we might be able to get a little bit, a big give and take. To me, if you ask my opinion on this, we started out and we got our 3 humps. We actually got 4. It almost looks like 4 humps and a dump. Unless you're not really counting this one, it didn't really touch. But anyway, it's a concept, not a perfect rule that plays out every time. But we get 3 little areas of rises, kind of thereabouts. Kind of fits in with Elliott wave. 3 little waves to the upside. Then we go to ABC. Elliott thinks that the C wave is possible. Sometimes I think he does mushrooms when I'm not looking, but he thinks that the C wave may be complete now, and if so, that means, well, instead of this being a 5-wave structure, in short, it becomes a big giant ass 1, 2, and then we go for the 3. That's kind of how that works, and that's about as far down Elliott Road. Or I don't get into all the nerdy stuff, and they get into some wild rabbit holes on the Elliott wave thing. You can be sitting there talking for 5 days over something that happened on the 5-minute chart, and then by the time you figured it out, it's 5 days later. But anyway, by the time I'm poking fun at them. For me personally, seeing what we're doing. Again, reiterate with a fresh chart. I want to see if we can catch there at 111. 111, pretty much that. Otherwise, I mean, a lot of people might be looking at the 618. That's cool. I don't see the harmonic pattern, but I'm still got my eyeball on this 786. I think there's a good chance that we might come back down here. And then any one of these, I can make an argument for any one of these Fibonacci areas as a whole. This being, the 618 being right up here where we had a breakout. But the reason for coming down here to these areas would just be to make a bigger double bottom, to solidify that this area right above 109 or something would hold. Let's wait and we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let's get into our little gem pick tonight. Let's go for the one that was last night, see if we can find it. DSAL, which I couldn't find you last time either. I think I still got you pulled up over here. Is this coin market? No, oh, you're the actual thing. This is what it was. We finally found it. It took me a while. And I think you can get it on Uniswap, and I think it is do we still have it over here? Well, I must not have it over here. DSAL. So it's still so early that it's hard to find. So I doubt that many of you guys got into it. Descend is the name of it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That was the other one we looked at by mistake. It's not Descend. My bad. I misspoke. It's not Descend. But this is it, powered by DSL. Gosh darn it, I'm trying to remember. Wait a minute, we got something coming in.
Baller alert. Make
Bobby
it
S
rain.
says, thank you for the scrumptious late night dressings and gravy. Do Pith and Saul have more in them? We'll take a look at that, Bobby S. Thank you so much for the super chat. We'll go to that next after we take a look at these right there. Where did we actually find you, though? Was it here? All right, so again, I'm having trouble finding the charts to look at. We can find DSLA network is what it is. And we got the website. I'm keeping that up here. Oh, here we go. MEXC's got you. Why aren't you showing up? That was what I was running into last night. Because when I come over here and I type it in, nothing comes up. That's so weird. But yet your own MEXC. And here's the chart on it, DSLA. Am I typing it in? Am I typing in wrong? DSLA. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing something dyslexic or something there, right? As far as I know, I'm not dyslexic. That's what it is. It's DSLA. And why do I keep DSAL? You're saying DSAL though. DSLA protocol. That's the one I thought it was, but now I don't know. That looks like that could be it because that one had such a. That one had game. Are we? Okay, is that what's happening? Is it DSLA instead of DSAL? And DSAL is why I'm not finding it. Well, I'm sticking with whatever this is because this one had definitely a good day too. And she's still in her special buy zone. She came back down into it after just look what it did. The 382 just bumped it and came back down. That little idea we talk about putting limit orders if you can do it. Of course, well, you can on MEXC, so this one's available on MEXC, I believe. So you can set limit orders and just wait and get paid. And if you had got in down here at those prices, they would have run up there and gave you 200%. Whatever you had to sell there, then come on right back down. It would have hit one for about 100% and 200%. So, yeah, that's a pretty good play right there, I got to say. I take a look at it on the 4 hour. And now she's coming back around this area. So we're still in a good area to try to still accumulate it, I think, if you're trying to play this one. All right, so that's cool. Congratulations, Gator Swatch. I hope you got paid a little bit on that one and hope there's a lot more to come from it. Remember on the bigger, to look to where we were just back in, well, that was 23. That was too far. This is where we were about a year and a half ago. I'd actually just keep coming from this one over here. We already know that this fib pool's lining up beautifully and working for it really nice, and I'd be shooting for that 618 area. And the 0.5 next right there. She can come back and then try to go up higher. Let's take a look at this new one called Encino. Let's see if we can find out something about it first here. I'm trying to find it. And let me scroll through here. Okay, NCNO is it? Ticker NCNO. And again, I'm not getting anything over here. As market cap, let's go to CoinGecko. NCNO. NCNO, that's what you got typed on the super chat. We'll come to deck screen and see what we can find over here. NCNO, and again. So, we got to figure out how it needs. it's got to be easy to find, and that's the only way people are going to be able to buy it, is if they can find it easy. So I don't know how we're missing that, but we come across them. I just don't know why it's NCNO. So I put it in on 3 sites there. Let me go ahead and get off of that, and let me try it over here one more time. Uh-oh. What is?
Valor alert, make it rain.
NCNO is that's what I've been typing in. That's exactly what I've been typing. NCNO. And didn't get anything from that on CoinGecko. And then I come over here, I'll type in all capital letters, NCNO. And I got nothing but some of this. One's a pump.fun coin, so that's not it. And then Dex Screener was the same thing. So, and I'll go to TradingView, because this is normally where I would prefer to find it, NCNO. And I go to all. And the biggest thing I got is it a stock? Because there is one on stock. There's NCNO stock. Is that what we're looking at? Okay, it's tied to stock. Tied to this. It is a stock then, right? We can take a look at that. It's $32 if that's it. I can't find out any. I don't have any information to share, or any fundamentals or anything like that. Okay, so that's where we were missing it. It's usually always some little miscommunication. We just gotta be patient and work through it. Try not to get. All right, so 39.19, and the place that looks juicy to me is the 0.5 for real. 61, which I don't know how long it'll take to get there. It hasn't been there since 2021, so you got that going on. But we are trying to make a double bottom here. This is the daily chart. It was up here in November 2024, so we should probably stick with this little guy for short term. And according to that, she's not quite ready yet. This would probably be a good area to if anyone has been in it and got in it at $20, $24, $25, somewhere up here between $32 and $35, $36 would probably be a good place to get paid. These moving averages, they're trying to do some stuff, but they've not flipped yet. And I would expect, and it's nice that we're going up, but I would expect that we'll come up here. We got rejection from here in the 618, and we'll probably come back down to make a higher low. So it's probably at sell, take profit time, and then try to buy when they're closer around $24, $25. If we get back down there, the moving averages are getting tight, so they're coming together and trying to flip. Are you? Wait a minute. Are you? No, you still got some stuff to do here. The best hope I could say is to follow this trend line, but this will probably be her last little leg before she does come down for a correction. So I'm saying up here between 36, 38 would be a good place to take some profit on it a little bit, and then she'll probably get rejected there from what I can see. Look at the 4-hour chart. Looks nice and strong. She's got a nice little trend line that's going up. Now this is a rising thing, and they do. That's another one that could be breaking bears. Now on the 4 hour, she's above the 200 moving hours. Now that does add a little bit more bullish notions there. This being a stock, now crypto, I'm comfortable looking for bear traps and breaking back into patterns. On the stock market, I don't know if that plays out very often. There's a lot of checks and balances and things over there that we don't really have in crypto. Like things go too fast, they can cut the trading, and you can't trade it anymore. They just stop it after a certain amount, right? In one direction, or supposedly, or can, usually to their advantage. But I just see a lot of resistance up there, and then probably a little pullback from that. But we'll take a look. Let's also look at the indices. Let's see what they say. That might give us a little bit more information. The weekly is saying It's got buy signals. The weekly's looking good. You got the green dot, you got stochastics going up, everything's looking good. So maybe it's got enough balls to recover its weekly 200 moving average, which has been rejected there. I'm seeing some signs here. All right, I'll tell you what. But I mean, if it is, then the area we're looking for is right at 39, in my personal opinion. I may be putting too much emphasis on this resistance area. Let's make it a dotted line. That way price can go through it and not get stuck underneath. So I got you, baby. No, the weekly's got a good sell, buy sign. 3 days had one, so maybe you'll do it. Maybe you'll do it. If so, then she's making a double bottom here with this idea. So I'm just kind of curious what's going to happen right here at 36. I might have to come back in on that one. But one to put on your radar, as long as it's anywhere under $40, looking at the bigger picture, somewhere through here would be, you know, this is, I wish I'd bought more when it was down here. That's what this whole area represents. But I could see an argument for it. She might come back to $25. So. All right, let's take a look at Pith and Solana. Or was that what we were looking at? That was the other request, right? Let me. Oh man, trying to keep up with chat on this little tablet over here, and it's not working for me. Keeps going somewhere else. Not now, dang it. NCO is going to jump like DSLA, says Gator. Mel says, that's why I couldn't find it myself. Taco emoji for Strags. I haven't found one yet. I need to work on that. It only lets me put out so many emojis based on how many members that there are. Like there's, you know, there has to be so many members before I can add another one. It's weird, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. So it's not like I can just keep throwing them on there. I had to replace one of the turkeys, I think, just to get an extra one. I'll see what I can do though. All right, let's take a look at Pith, which has had a pretty good, decent day today. Come back over to the crypto tab there. Binance. Oh, look at you, Pith. Are you up here still? Where did I have my? I was looking at the red line at 19 cents, and we decided just to blow that out of the water. We were using the 2-3. A lot of red lines there. Is that what we're doing? I can't see for the numbers. Okay, now I can see. I'm on the daily chart. Let's go to the 4 hour. So we can appreciate what she's done here. Nice! I'll get that 19 off of there. So a little rounding. Can you see the rounding? Now, this one might jump up there and we might see her back here, okay? It kind of does that. We'll draw a trend line right here. Now, breaking out of this has got a good chance to come right back down here to these areas. Okay, I gotta say that. I know she's 22, 23 cents, was up to 25. Were you really? Oh, bless your little heart. I've got a target at 35 cents, which is the bigger 236 area, meaning we're technically within the bigger scope of the highs that it's made. This is a good place to still buy if you're looking at the bigger picture. But of course, it's hard to beat buying when she's 10 cents and 13 cents and nobody wants to talk about it. This has been a really heavily shielded coin that has a lot of tokens. It's not one of my favorite plays out there. It is not, because it was shielded very heavily while they just dumped on everybody while they were shilling it. So you got that going on. I don't know how much interest they're actually really going to be now that they've sold out of all theirs, because they probably ain't buying it back. Just let it live or die and see whatever happens. That's nice. That's nice. And this bar, that line that I've got there on it is swing high to swing low. And always good to go over this. And oh, look, see, good reasons to update my information. To check and make sure I got everything right. I need to tighten you up. More like 32 cents. How did you get off? Let me make sure I'm dialed in here. out there. It's good to go back and do that every once in a while. Things do change. You have to update your data. So, falling wedge breakout finally happening. 33 cents would be a nice target to hit. She found some rejection here at the daily 360 moving average. That's why we use it, because that seems to work. And is she trying to overcome it? Hard to see that happening. There's nothing else up there for it, right? Other than that other target. The moving averages on the 8 hour and other time frames, they're flip bearish. I mean, we got a nice run. That just means that she can probably come back down a little bit. 13, 14 cents on whatever after. I assume that there was some news that came out and pumped the market. It's probably what happened. And then after all the hype, and then we come back to our census. And she's known for going up and then hanging out and then coming back down. Known for going up and coming down. So I wouldn't feel like I missed anything, but I would be getting paid. That's a nice come up. So I try to stress, man, to make sure that we're not chasing, because especially if we're new to the market, we don't know that yet. We got a lot of emotions, and I'm not trying to talk down. Like, you're too emotional to be a trader. No, you got natural feeling emotions. You want to be part of a winning thing. You've been in coins that went down, and you don't like that feeling. And when something starts to go off, you got a lot of people saying to buy. You're like, okay, buy, and you might get some traction. Then, yeah, I'm in a winning thing. Yeah. You get the endorphins going. It feels good until it switches on you, and then you're back to down again because you're buying too high. When this happens, we don't chase. If you're not selling, well, then you missed it. We gotta wait. And that's a hard truth that we gotta. It's especially hard when you're brand new in this market. It just is. It's like, but I don't want to hear that. That's not what I want to hear. So that's not what I'm going to do. And then eventually we start doing it. Because any other way, it gets our asses handed to us too dang much. Take a look. Hello. This is Solana. Can't get past that 215 area so far on these smaller time frames. What's going on right there? I'm gonna have to color code you better or something. So that was the target that we had. Hit it. Yay! Nailed it! All right. Why we got you red? All right, so we are approaching the 618 fib, and that's just where a lot of strategies have it to try to short here, and some people like to short in bull markets. I don't know why, but they do. But where we really want to hit is about 250, 251 is what I got on my fib poll. 252, right in that little area. Continue this parabolic movement. We could do it because we've been up here 4 times already. Higher lows each time. We're squeezing into it, and I hope it does. I hope you do. What do you say on the 4 hour? Are you ready to go for it, baby? Are you trying to pull this off, or are you gonna get rejected there once again? 4 hours giving us some buy signals here. Now we got a green dot. It's not confirmed yet with by another 4 hours. If it stays there, but it's giving a sign she's going to try to make a run for it. Don't know if she'll make it up to 250 right now, but she's trying. I'm tired of being under 216. I need more out of my life. And so I think she's going to try to do's it. See if we can hit 220, 225 and work our way up to 250. So I like that. So Pith and Saw, pump.fun. Also doing pretty good today. It would dip down to 0.0026, and everybody said, this thing sucks. Making lower lows sucks, man. And then she said, ha, fooled ya. I kind of look at it like that. Well, oh, that's the way to look at it. Oh, you at resist. Are you going to bump back in? So I don't know about stocks. If Encino can do a pull a move like this, I don't know that there's enough, because that one went back a long time for those highs, right? But this being pumped, it wasn't too long ago that we were up here. She's got enough momentum, she could probably pull that off, and then we can just take this, well, then make it like this, and then we got a channel idea, which really works out really nice. I'm just go ahead and do that. And we're going to look for this 0.004 area up there for our new higher high. Should be coming in, about a 1.13 Fibonacci area right there. Boom. Lay it on there. Lay it on me, baby. Let's go do it. And while we're looking at that, we want to get a few little points in between, because can't just always be a moon boy, but we want to look at the 786. Chance it might go to the 886, but hey, we want to make sure we get paid a little something. So 0.0038, 0.0043 area right there. Could bring us for another 10 to 26% out of pump. If somebody were to catch it near bottom, let's say that maybe they bought at the bottom over here of the W or equivalent after it went down below that and started coming back up, that's a fair place. 35% to 53% from there. Not bad. This is on the 4 hour above the 200 moving average here. Indicators are going up. They're getting a little tired, so that gives us some indication the 786 might kick in. I get a little pullback there, and then try to continue up. Other ways to look at it would be a breakout and then a retest of this area if we do come back down. Looking interesting. I want to take a look at Atom, Cosmos, as is known, because it was 440, now it's 475. Woo! We just went way up right there. Starting to move a little bit, still on some bottom range, kind of like Chainlink did a long time. Stayed in this little $4 or $5 range, in these little areas, and then Chainlink wasn't anymore. Seems almost impossible that something like this that's been moving for so long. I mean, November got up to $10 and then gave it all back. It's been disappointing, I gotta say. Lower lows. Still looking for this $13 area to hit. That's on the daily, but on the 4 hour, she's moving a little. So congratulations, anybody's made 25 cents off of their one Atom coin. Looks like she's trying to work on a little something. Can you hit 5 for me? Would love to see that. Might as well take a look at Matic or Polygon. It's also up a whopping 26 cents. Haven't quite made it to 29.30. It's what I'm waiting on, and then maybe hopefully come up around 40 again. It's got a lot of ground to recover, and I think it can skip its little happy ass right back up through here to 38 once we get past 32. Not much there to throw us down, in my personal opinion. Curious to see what will happen there. Barra Network, and I'm still not in this one. I meant to get in it when she was down on the lows, and I forgot about it. 275, still technically in a good zone. It's just now cleared the double bottom. It's now confirmed it, and this is what it takes to confirm a double bottom. Well, you got to get above it and start closing some candles above it without coming back down below it. That's what the candle closes help you figure out. And that's on the 4 hour, so that's nice. See some moving averages trying to flip around. So let's see if we can get up to the $3.22 area for Barachain. That would be a nice thing to see. Brand new trend line trying to hold there, but still you got this main one here, and it looks like it is expanding, and I like it when it does that. So it does kind of point to the idea that we might get there by Sunday, maybe. If it stays within this range, it kind of points to the idea that maybe by Sunday or Monday, by the 1st of September, we might find ourselves up there. Maybe. If all the things align within that little channel there, we could. Interesting. Now here's some moonshots that we took a look at kind of recently. I want to see how they're doing. The Book of Ethereum, I think that's one that we looked at last night. Oh look, Mexi's got you. How did it do? It ran up. It might have been up here. I don't know. Was it up here last night? When was this? I think it already done that by the time we saw it. So I was looking for it to come back down to this area. I think is what we were looking at. And so far, so good. Be coming back down here. And that might be a place to play this way. Nice to see it getting its pull back there. BID, I did get into some of this. Let's see how it's doing now. Creator bid. Oh, she's coming all the way back down. So probably in some drawdown. I just put my nibble in. Put me another nibble in. See if we can get down to this 8-cent area. Also doing a very interesting formation there. Which when we bounce here, ooh, could we come back up to 12 and 15 cents? Sounds crazy until that one day you come back here and got to spend time with pictures and whatnot. My strategy tells me it's very possible with what we got there, but it takes patience on these. These are fun ones, especially when we're making these parabolas. And then I think we also looked at Gearbox. See how that one's doing right now. OKX has got it. This one on the 4 hour, still kind of its little range. I wasn't impressed with this one, was I? Yeah, I don't like all that spiking. I mean, it's cool that it can go up there and give you multiples and everything, but I don't like price action like that. So I'm going to skip past this one. Let's take a look at Slurf. That was another moonshot that was mentioned. How you doing? You're starting to do something a little bit. Now this one, the ribbon flip happening here on the 4 hour looks good. So Slurf, I think, is still pretty decent. Had one of those spikes there too, didn't it? See our fibs align here. A little something. What do you do here? I like that better. So it'd be nice to see Slurf hit 11 cents again. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll just blast through there for a couple hours. Hey everybody, you can come back home and reaccumulate. All right, let me also take a look at CTSI. Cartesi. That one seems to be moving. Oh, we gotta pull you down. We gotta zoom out. What's this one doing? I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Probably best just to redo you. She came down. She lost her bottom. No bueno. It's. I think it's got a good. We measure from here. She came down to 113 from this bottom to there. There's a good chance that will stick. Sucks that you made a lower low. Came back to the bottoms that we had back in 2020. Can you make it back to the highs that you had in 2021? That would be awesome. So looking at 14 cents for what is this, Cartesi? At a pretty decent place if you want to play this one. I mean, it was a big one last cycle. Maybe, I'm not sure if it was in the cycle before. I don't think so, but it's been around for a little bit. And 25 cents seems to be a good place that it's routinely got over the past couple of years here. Past year anyway. Altezi. And Conflux CFX. That one was a hot one last time. Had a lot of hype on it. Oh, nice. Is that measurement? It's like, oh, like we did do a measurement. It didn't hit it. I have a blue line up there at 31 cents. It may still happen there. That's cool. So this is the daily. So it popped a couple weeks ago from those bottoms though. Still looking for those targets, 31, 36 cents out of this one. Looks like she's trying to do it. Look, it's a flag to the upside. We do have a little trend line that it could be holding though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I've got. Let me come back to the chat for a change. Mitchell Cyberg says, where do you get this music about crypto? I make it, and I don't publish a lot of it because I think I'm since I started publishing it, I get copyrighted on myself, and I don't get ad revenue anymore. Supposedly it's going to some music account which I've never seen yet. So as far as I know, I may be shooting myself in the foot by doing that. I don't know, but it's available on Alexa, Spotify, or even here on YouTube. Whenever I release an official song, the distributor has and YouTube have Road Dogg Crypto Topic. Joe also had one. This Joe right here, Trade Intuition. He also makes music, and he has one too. And when you put topic after our channel name, it takes you to the new channel. And these are the last couple of songs that I released, and depending on how many subs I get and how many likes I get on the videos depends on if I want to release another one or not, and I haven't released them in a while. I do make them up, and you usually hear them in, I'll put 2 new ones out in the intro. I usually have them on the intro and the end screen, and then you hear it during the stream. Just whatever. I've got 101 songs over here, and there's probably about another 200 that you probably haven't even heard yet. But that's where the music comes from. And like I said, wherever you stream music, Road Dogg Crypto. And don't forget Joe's also got one right here, Trade Intuition Topic, and they are different from our regular channels, but he's got one. A lot of his are and some of them are teaching. They're teaching songs, and some of them, they're songs, and they're crypto related. Force and patterns, market changes, chop game, fake profits. I guess view all. He's got several songs over there too. So, yeah, we're trying to populate this crypto space with crypto music. It just don't seem to be catching on yet. You would think with the bull market, it would be quite popular right now. Oh well, one of these days our blessings will come, Joe. One of these days it'll get here. Conflux on the daily got the green dot. Just throwing that out there. Looks kind of bullish. For me, I'm not in this one, and I'm not trying to shield it or anything, but just looking at it and what I look for me, if I'm on the daily and I'm seeing this, that we're bouncing off of a trend line area, we're not too far above it, and then I draw me another trend line from the bodies there, see we're getting a breakout about to confirm on a bigger time frame. Well, I'm going to be dialing down to a 4-hour, see what's going on there. Some resistance, we might come back a little bit. I'm able to get this just fractions of an 18 cents penny. I might be able to get it for 18.1 cents instead of 18.9 cents or something like that if I come down to a 15-minute. I tried to zoom in on smaller time frames, see if I can find her on a dip. She might come lower. Suggest that we might come a little bit lower on over the next few hours here. Put an entry in if I see a little bounce, whatever. But the daily is saying, hey man, there's a trade here. It's just a matter of finding an entry. In my personal opinion, for Conflux, targets being, that's when 24 and 30 cents, and what would that look like? 29 to 60% possible on spot. I do expect us to make a higher high and take out that 30 cent measure move there. Come back to the chat here. Bobby! Just love the crypto music. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So what I got it out here for, I was playing everybody else's music, and I was like, well, why don't we just get our own? So we did. Mitchell Cyber says, your mixes sound good. I'm a fellow musician. What DAW do you use to record? Well, now a lot of these are AI. Now I was trying to do it the old-fashioned way, but it just took too much time. And there are examples of me doing the real music. But no, what you're hearing right now is completely AI generated. It's where we can write songs, write lyrics. We can even write the progressions that we want and things like that, and fine tune it and make these songs a little bit more the way we want to. It's growing all the time, and it really does simplify the process, and so I'm taking advantage of it and using it. Gator Squad says my internet is lagging. Mine does that too sometimes. Could we check on Orgo on Solana? Would it be on TradingView? It is? Okay, BitMart's got it. Oh, look at you, Orgo. I don't have a complete history here. Is it brand new? That goes back to July. We might have to go to the deck screener. See if we can get a bigger chart here. Oh yeah, we got more chart. Yeah, see, I want some chart history. Now we got something to work with, right? To be more accurate, you need to find a chart with chart history. You know where you've been. You better tell where you're going, right? So she made it out of this little zone. That's cool. That's going to be a retest area. What is that? 0.0037. She went up to 382. I'd be targeting the 0.5, Bobby. The 0.5 and the 0.6. The 0.5 got a lot of action, and so did that 618. We can color code these so I know if they. Oh no, you're 0.5. Let's see. This is the 1 hour too. I'm on the 1 hour. Well, that's so nice rounded shape. Like it. I don't know if I've got that over here. Do we have that tool over here to use? Yeah, right here. So yeah, if we can get closer to this red line, anywhere through there, add to the bags. You're probably already in it, and then it's still got some good targets above, and probably it's 60% to the next target. 90% up here to 0.0079, 0.008. Looking good since it's that early. What, in June? I would expect that this one, after she does all this, to make a higher high for real. And with that idea in mind, I would look for 1.5 cents for the higher high ideas there. Looking pretty good. Bobby says, looking bullish for React. Need me a full pump to $1. Have we looked at that? I've seen it mentioned, but I don't know if I actually looked at it. I thought I did, but I can't remember. So a reactive network, KuCoin's got it. COINEX has got it. That's where okay, look at you. Look at that. Okay, nice. Here on the daily, you've had the buy signal, the green dot on Market Cipher. That's interesting. Got the MACD on the daily. Not confirmed yet, but it looks like she's trying to flip bullish. It looked like it's trying to do it over here too, but it didn't, so that's why you can't really front run it. But it looks like that it's hinting that we're getting something. Looks like price is already starting to possibly try to confirm that for us. Nice candle. Possible breakout, not yet confirmed on the daily, but might be confirmed on a smaller time frame. For that time frame. Squeezing in is A lot of people call it a cup and handle. I do not, but it doesn't mean that you can't get some good results out of it. It is a scallop, and it is making a flaggy kind of shape over there. However, I'm always going to maintain that cup and handles are continuation patterns. But you can get some similar looking little ideas out of here. Such as an ascending triangle. We can squint our eyes, well, as long as you got trend lines touching, giving you solid touches. 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and you got a valid pattern. You just got to play it. So we're liking this area over here at 11 cents and 14 cents, but the big sweet spot looks like it's going to be right up here. I mean, if I really want to make money off of this one and I'm buying in these juicy areas, if I'm buying below the 236, to me, I mean, I might nibble, take a little bit of profits at a 618 when the area's up till there, but the real place is I want to get paid up here where I know that it can normally, it's where it should go for a lower high. That's 242%, 280%. If we get lucky for our higher high areas, then we're looking somewhere around 33 cents. It takes a while to get up there, but I would rather make 3 or 4x. I like the longer term play. If I'm buying on the bottom, the benefit of buying on the bottom is that you can sell near the tops or along the way, taking it out slowly on the way. Otherwise, you're just buying at a really great entry and you're making a few bucks profit and then coming back in the 3 months and saying, man, but I bought it when it was down there and I sold too soon. Oh man, I can't believe you went up to $50 and I sold you at $3. It's happened to me more times than I can admit. So I like to hold on to things that I get when they're in a nice bottom formation, or at least portions of them. Moonbag it is a good way. So let me come down to the 4 hour so I can get something a little bit more juicier here. As we go into the weekend, I like to watch the 4 hour chart. Here is why. The moving averages that I use. I track them little suckers. I use 8 of them. I just keep it. Technically, oh my God, I added another. I think I use 9 of them. I might as well just have a ribbon. But the ribbon I don't think goes to expand. I use a series of big ones to give me the real momentum, and they're crossing. They're working on something. We're working on the big ribbon flip here. It's still got more work to do, but this is what we want to see. Now, it was looking, did we look at it lately? Is this the one I thought might be coming back down for a double bottom? Hopefully it's invalidating that idea right now, because if I look, this one's looking familiar to me last night, and I think I may have been looking at the idea that we'd be coming down here and doing something like this, which you could, might still be able to if we don't get past here. But right now it looks like it's trying to actually make higher highs. I hope it does this. I hope it does this. But when we start getting a bottom and we get an M formation, a lot of time at this 236 area, a lot of times it can be making like a big double bottom. That's kind of what they work for. The M pattern turns out to be like a harmonic. Most of the time, it's seen a harmonic fib pattern works for me. And actually, if you zoom out, I'm finding, if you zoom out and we get that shape, there was probably a harmonic pattern that happened over here, but we just don't see it. Very interesting, I think. One of tomorrow's gem is 0.0004. Obviously is trying to moonbag. I'm feeling some if I play right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got 26 people hanging out, and I've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. Hey, there's MG Motorsports. How's it going? Good to see you, my man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Justin Mockensex says Flock is about to hit resistance on a falling wedge. 1 hour down to 1 minute. What is Flock? Is it a meme coin? Sounds like. What is it? Flock off. One of them said flock off. Not this one, but one of them. I thought I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. $28 million market cap. Ooh, 1 billion coins within reason. Decentralized AI model training and validation network. Oh, this is not a meme coin. Our live models. What do you do? I'm finding this stuff interesting. Flock Moonbase. The most exciting model marketplace ever in DAI. Hey, you know what I'm wondering? Whatever the hell happened to FET, AGIX, I know merged and all that, and FET, all these big AI companies, all the big AI projects that were big last cycle and early this cycle, with AI coming out and all this stuff. Where the hell are they at right now? Everything else is doing agents and everything else. All these other projects seem to be taking all the thunder from them and whatever they were trying to do. I just find it interesting how that works. Train the models. Hey, there's AI Monica. All right, so seeing a lot of this stuff come about. That's kind of interesting. Is that base? Solana base? Ethereum? Let's go look at the chart. We noticed that Total 3 is found support, meaning that maybe in the next few days, over this weekend, we might be seeing a bounce on these altcoins as they might continue to gain some ground. So let's keep that in mind. This is Flock, right? And KuCoin's got you. Mexi's got you too. Flock IO. Oh, look at you. You bumped up to 48 cents, but now you're on your half price almost. So you got to break out of a triangle pattern or triangle formation. Not the best top lines that we got there. It was more like this, but you got a good chance to be coming all the way back down and retest that area right around 20 cents. Let's take our Fibonacci's, and I am going to go from the very bottom way over here. I'm not taking the win. I could do the impulse move, but I want the whole thing. I want the whole kit and caboodle. And I want that 786 right here with a 200 moving average. So for this one, if you're interested in getting into this or adding back to your bags, looks like 21 cents in that area would be a good place to target for it. And then maybe it can start working for a higher high. That would be awesome. You got 2 points over here, suggesting that maybe we could make it over here to 57.6 on the next run. Maybe. It's on the table. I know it sounds like hopium right now, but I happen to like these megaphone patterns. Even the bullish one, or the bearish ones like this one, because, well, since I doubt that it goes very much more bearish than the bottom here, but who knows? Nice open spaces that we can play and run around with. This is like the park. We're going to the park, and what's the boundaries of the park? It was all this over here. I mean, we can run around all this area. Yes, we can. Awesome. Let's do it. Coming down to the 1 minute. Are you catching some traction here? She's got a green candle right now. Might be some people buying into that, but I'm still maintained. I want to keep our eyes on the 20-21 cent area. Cool. I'm not in that one. That might be interesting. U.S. government's going to use 9 blockchains and 2 oracles to store data. Matic, AVAX included, Link and Pith are oracles. Link and Pith, so that's probably why Pith is up. Link is still, Link's been holding there around $24, $25, man. I've been trying to take profits. But she lost a trend line, so I'm kind of looking that we can see her starting to come down finally. It takes a while when they're up here at these resistance areas sometimes, especially as bullish, with bullish news and everything. But I can see it more coming down to retest and then go up rather than to shoot up from here. I can be totally wrong. Maybe it will. Maybe that's all it needs. Maybe you're going to do your little local 236 or 382. You could. But losing the trend line and seeing some of the rollover with the moving averages, like the 50 crossing the 200 here, kind of hit me that, yeah, we probably should be slowly burning down back to about $20 out of Link. At that point, I will be adding more Link to my bag, as I've been trying to sell like crazy up here, hoping to get up to $35, but it didn't. We do have a Bukowski measure move worth mentioning over here at $30. That would have been from, where would that been from? This guy right here. I think however you want to interpret it. Fallen channel, fallen wedge, triangle. However, measure moves up there on 30. Or from something else. Oh gosh darn it! I got so many gosh darn targets. Just waiting for him to get hit, baby. Come on, let's go. Link. He adds some more of you to my bag. Ladies and gentlemen, 29 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you have already or not, but
for those of you out there just hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Drinking some of my good ass coffee. It's a lot of coffee. No caffeine in that one though. It's chicory, not really coffee. Tastes pretty good. Hoping I won't be up all night tonight. We're gonna come over here to Crypto Bubbles real quick and monitor this hour. Still about the same as when we started, right? How's the day looking? Any better? A little better, but not much. Slow moving there. XCN coin, man. You remember this one? Onyx coin. I'm in this one. She keeps getting cheaper. Oh, did you finally find some signs of support? 0.011. Wow. You really, I mean, she lost trend line, but she found the support. Hopefully that will stick, man, because otherwise we're going down here, right? 360 moving average. I need you to hold, baby. You dropping down to that next level is going to be a 40% drop. That would suck. Things in our favor is that we got yet another green dot that did confirm, and this is all we got out of it. So wow. Still holding out for this one, that this one can go back to 4 or 5 cents, and when it does, my bag of it grows a lot. When she comes down, it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't like that. I do like what's going on over here with the MACD, though, how it's starting to go up here. And prices come. We got some divergences coming on here. We're at an area of support. Let's see if we can catch that argument here on the daily. Lots of divergence, support, moving averages, saying, "Hey man, you need to bounce from here and start going back toward 2 cents." I need you to do that. We all need you to do that. Onyx coin. You got another one with too damn many coins. I'm just saying, like in the 40s of billions. It's stupid too many, but I'm still playing this one as a real world asset play. It's one of my real world asset plays. One called Telos has been very interesting. Oh no, that's not. Let's see who's against Bitcoin. Well, how are you looking against Bitcoin since we're at it? It's gaining against Bitcoin over the past 2 weeks. Nice. This is on the daily, gaining against Bitcoin. Ooh, look at the money flowing to the green. Finally, after all this time, since October of 2024, getting money flowing to the green. I bought some of this, and then she dipped down a little bit, and then she's in profit now. About doubled up on me, I believe. Telos. And that's it against Bitcoin. Let's see what it is against the dollar here. I didn't know I could play this one against Bitcoin on Coin now. Oh, now I can just sell straight into Bitcoin, though. Probably what I'll do on this. All right, so she's right now testing the lows that she had in October 2023. She made new lows. From those lows she had in 23, now peep this out. 2023 being the death of the bear market. And then 2024 being the most glorious days that we've seen out of altcoins, this whole cycle, when we should have just sold out of every damn thing and sold in April and walked away, or February, March, whenever this was. It went all the way up to 61 cents. Now, that's a 9x pretty much. That's 800%. Pretty cool. Now, if I go from swing high to our new swing low, Well, first of all, I'm going to come from this high down to this low. And we popped up, and we didn't quite make it past the 0.5, the areas that we needed to start looking for higher areas. We made it into the areas where either we were going to range and double bottom or possibly come down to the lower thirds, is what I call them over here, and into these areas. And clearly, we came down to the lower thirds there. It would determine our lower thirds. I always go into teaching mode sometimes. From this swing low to that swing high, it started getting us down in these areas, and I would have clearly been looking at certain ones that she ended up losing. She came down to 1.5 area. Anyway, there's some methods that you can use to help to predict that, and they are very helpful. Doesn't mean that we will get them right every time, but they are very helpful, I found. Alright, so now we pull from swing high to swing low, and we get our main target. Anywhere below 16 cents is technically, considering its high was over here at 58 cents, a pretty good deal. However, there's some more discounted deals that we're currently in right now. We'll take that high down to our last high right here, and yeah, right here. We're just going to 382 it out, or 236 it out. And I'm going to put me a 786 target up there too. Get rid of my fibs on the daily chart. All of our moving averages, the bigger ones over here, the 600, the 800, the 360, hinting that, yeah, this area can be reached. All this where it's falling through and there's not really much over here means that once we get going, it might get up there kind of quick. It might recover all through this. I mean, you had it over here, we get down, and it easily went right back up once you got started, right? Nice rounded bottom. They say rounded bottoms pay the bills, and I gotta agree. I like a good old rounded bottom. Ain't nothing like a good nice rounded bottom just to get you a handful of when it's down there and available. Some resistance coming in, you know, when you reach for that handful. 200 moving average has got something to say too. Hopefully we won't get reported to HR this time, and, you know, maybe we can just, you know, go to bed with a smile on our face saying, well done, pig, well done. Anyway, 10 cents, 16 cents, 27 cents are the juicy spots I'm looking at for this little book. And hopefully we're not going to come back down and do another butt cheat, but if we do, I guess we got something pretty to look at. What we need to do is just keep on going and going up. But Tilo's doing something a little interesting there. Glittery Marshmallow coffee on me tonight. Thank you so much, Glittery Marshmallow. I appreciate you. People need to load up on Dagcoin as it is used in conjunction with the military. One of my old, I had a woman here that was part of the channel, and when I was first starting out, her name was Donna, and she was my gym. She was my gym picker. She had a knack for them, and she was looking at Constellation DAG and reported about the Ministry of Defense having some dealings with it. Constellation DAG here. Let's take a look at it over here on the. I guess over here on CoinGecko. Constellation DAG's 3 cents, 96 million market caps, still a small cap. 3.5 billion total supply, circulating supply is 2.8 billion coins. All-time high on this one was, where were you? 45 cents. It's down 92% from its 4-year high at 45 cents. It has never came back to its all-time lows at 0.001. That was 6 years ago. It's still up 2,000, almost 3,000% from that at 3.3 cents. What are you looking like, Constellation DAG, on the bigger picture of things? Let's take a look at you on the weekly. Now, weekly, when I'm looking at my indicators here, I just saw a red dot. Has it been confirmed, or are you just flashing up there? That one's been confirmed for a while. She's on a downward trend right now is what it's telling me on the weekly. Bitcoin is doing that too. We are at support. In fact, he's just now flipping. She may be getting cheaper. Let's come down to the daily and see what we got going on. Alright, so I got a trend line, and I like my trend lines, but we also got an M shape over here. And yeah, we got our 618 retracement, 88. Yeah, you're. Oh, you already hit you once though, right? Have you hit that area? I'm looking for the 886. If she drops down, we can't do it. You can't do it. All right, well, let's hope. She's already did this one time. She may come down and get that area again. That may be what we're seeing with this, with the negativity on some of these bigger indicators.
Baller alert. Make it rain.
A lot of the weight seems to be up here about 4.3 cents. So maybe we could see a wick down here with the bearish stuff that we're seeing. But it looks like she might be doing her type 2 return here. Or, you know, that just means make a double bottom kind of around this area at the 88. This is the 886 fib. Well, it's so interesting. It's not a bad place to pick some of this up at all. Just know that it's been down here for a couple of years. And this area just hasn't really gotten past 9 cents yet. In hopes that maybe we'll get back up to 25 cents, and when we come out of this area. Ave says, ladies for Anita, her favorite. Thank you so much, Ave. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at ladies. And this will probably be my last call for tonight as we wrap it up. We're going in an hour and 36 minutes. Tomorrow we prepare for the news that's coming out, the feds. I forgot what they're looking at right now. I've already forgot. It's like just an excuse for market makers to wreck the markets, taking them up and taking them down, flushing people out. Where do we have this? Okay, okay, I went the top one over here. So we've been monitoring ladies, and another nice day for ladies, right? It was scary a couple of days ago. 3 or 4 days ago, we were losing the little white line I got here and came down, made a lower low. It can get kind of scary. We're in bottom areas, but we're still in the range. We licked back into it, maintaining, and that's on the daily. Might be good to know that on the daily, I had a confirmed green dot here on Market Cipher. All the indicators starting to turn up, and money flow is going up. That's what we want to see. Had some bullish divergence there. Some good signs here for ladies, and when you zoom out, you can see it ought to be. She's at bottom here again, just a little bit higher than what she was here. And look what it did when it was down here. Just when it was down here, not when it went up to its peak. But she would spike up, moonbag it 100%, and then here in May of this year, 158% gains there from these bottom areas. And last time when it was new back in 2023, I mean, it's got some gains that can be done, right? And this is where I'm talking about a strategy. You just put limit orders and just wait for something like that to happen, and you're just getting paid all the way up. Or if you don't do limit orders, you apply that mentally and just wait to sell on the way up. So a big ass double bottom trying to form here is what I'm seeing on the bigger picture. We're just trying to get out of the very bottom of the butt crack. I like what I'm seeing. I do have some of this, right? I think I got a little bag of this on Solana. Yeah, I did. I picked me up a little bit of ladies, right? I think. Let me make sure. I thought I did. You got some ladies? How about this one over here? Huh. Alright, I don't. I thought I did. I thought I had some ladies. I may have to change that. I'm going to have to get in this game too to be in that with the... I thought I was riding with Anita on ladies. And I'm not. I can do that right now. Before she gets out, of course she gets crazy. What are you looking like over here on the 15? You about ready to take off and do something? It actually looks like you are. I'm going to go, since I've got a little bit of cash on this wallet, I got a little bit of Salon over here. I want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and swap some right now. Ladies, you are Solana Coin, right? And that's you, yeah. Oh, you're Ethereum. Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong wallet. I thought you were... Okay. Alright, I may have to do that after the show. I thought... I'm just verify if I've got some of this. I thought I did, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Alright. Ladies. Maybe I got it on my exchange. On spot or something. Here on the 4 hour. Nice. I like it. I think we're going to start seeing a little bit more action out of this. Just got to be patient. And when we get out of the little accumulation zone, this little box, that's when the fun starts. Up to this 0.42 area. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully, as altcoins start doing a little better, and it looks like it's going to be running a little slow until it's not. They're already starting to get some resistance here. Look at you on this 4 hour. Still got this trend line. I'm hoping that holds through this weekend and we can see some up out of this. And we need to. And looking at SPX 500 over here, they're still okay. They're trying to do something on bullish on this line here. Tomorrow might be some good news that helps us or whatever, or something that indicates, oh man, Fed's going to cut the rates. That's seems to be what everybody's waiting for, where the make money printer go burr, number go up and everything in September. And I think we're going to have a wishy-washy September, right? Give and take. I know altcoins look like they want to do something. A lot of people come for altcoin season. I don't think all the altcoins are going to pop off, but I'm just playing it very careful. My experience with September is, I don't take chances with this month. I'm trying to go too bullish on this month because I know things get cheaper in September. They do. And even into October, because we're sitting there. There's a lot of hype coming in, especially going into October, being Uptober, but it doesn't get to be Uptober until like later on in October. Until then, it feels like, what the hell did I get myself into? Why? This is not going to work out this time. This is scary. And I want some money for those points because I want to buy the crap out of altcoins then. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow. And just keep our eyes open. We'll be back tomorrow with some other stuff. I'll see what I can find to bring here. You find what you can bring, coins you want to bring, and we'll just look at them all together and see what we can figure out in this market. Until then, I'll see you on the end screen. Good night, everybody.
Yo. Let's go. Caught the streams glowing, charts lit the night. Sammy the suit guy, spinning dreams in flight. Dropped my stack, joined his crew, thought I'd soar, but it's all hot air, man. I hype overload, chase the game, thought I stacked my crypto throne. Got played instead, now I'm dancing alone. No real moves, just slick talk on repeat. Sick to my stomach from the scam, so neat. The glow's a fake, watch the beat ignite. Scam, jam vibe, snake oil in the beat. Paid for gold, got not up a defeat. Sammy, where's the cash? All flex, no stack. Murmurs mute, you're bragging from the back. Disappointment, it's no refund in play. Crypto dreams crash, I'm out the game today. Trap curse stings, learned it with the left. Never trust a suit, dodging sin.
Ah, that sounds cool.
Ha, scam alert. Thought his crew was fire, 1,200 strong, they boast, but it's all self-hype, a ghost town roast. Empty signals, no wins, just echo lies. Sammy's wolf grin hides a scam in his eyes. Revenge trades, nah, he robbed my stash clean. Showboat in suit, I'm done with this scene. X calls him out, Reddit's buzzing the tea. Formed by the guru, now I'm breaking free. Scam, jam vibe, snake oil in the beat. Paid for gold, got nada but defeat. Sammy, where's the cash? All flex, no stack. Members mute, you're bragging from the back. Disappointment hits, no refund in play. Crypto dreams crash, I'm out the game today. Trap curse stings, learn it with a laugh. Never trust a suit, dodging sands on these paths. Crypto gleams a trap, watch me strut away. Red flags wave, I'm wiser. Hip to the play. Sammy's lament fades, I'm taking my crown. Viral lesson drawn. Suits going down now. Let's play this game. You sliding smooth for bull run tees. Crypto flirt with that slick dark bees. First wave hits, you're all smooth lines. Second row pulls got me losing my mind. Third push feels wild, we're riding the edge. Then you dip out fast, leaving me on the ledge.
I creeping low, swiping for a shot. Dating app shade, you hit me with a lot. First pass burns, you swipe me away. Second go stings, I'm stuck in the play. Third strike hits hard, I'm down in the dirt. Then you vibe back, giving my heart a spur. We ride the highs, then you drive me cold. 3 waves to a crash, that's the story told. I dodge the lows, then you pull me near. 3 dips to a lift, feeling crystal clear. Hearts bounce like crypto swings. Wild and raw. In this dark love trap, we're breaking the law. Yeah, drop it low. You play those waves, keep me guessing the flow. I'm tracking signals, but you steal the show. I read your tears, trying to crack the code. Overthinking moves, losing down the road. We're locked in this vibe, a risky ride. Humps and dips, we're along for the glide. We ride the highs, then you drive me cold. 3 waves to a crash, that's the story told. I dodge the lows, then you pull me near. 3 dips to a lift, feeling crystal clear. Hearts bounce like crypto swings. Wild and raw. In this dark love trap, we're breaking the law. Ride, drop, yeah. Lift. Crypto love.
singing altcoin season for days. Wrong call stacking, lost in the haze. Bitcoin dominant, sinking, they dodge the truth. Altcoins crash hard, stealing our youth. They push that bye-bye. Street game and play, chasing flags to the upside, then decay. Red bags dropping hopes of cruelties. Markets a graveyard, leaving us to freeze.
All they struck was swagger, bragging they skill. But now they stumble, leaving us to kill. We chase their hype, fill our cash drain fast. They spin that fraud, shattering dreams at last. Stop trades, rip us, drenching charts in red. We curse their blood. Hearts heavy with dread.
Yeah, where's that flag now? Bro, they hype the fall, it's coming right here. Bitcoin dives, all coins disappear. Smug faces gloated, we call the play. Chasing flags to the upside, led astray. What the hell? Thought you knew the game. Confidence bust, we taking the blame. Mofos choking on their own regret. This hustle blues ours, ain't paid
We
to
chase their hype, feel our cash drain fast. They spin that fraud, shattering dreams at last. Stop catching dreams.
Good night, everybody. See you in the next one.
We curse their blood.
Good night, John Boy.